Welcome back to another episode of Open Trial Podcast. This is our NBA preview. We moving around, and just like we said on that last episode, this is going to be the first team to make the top 8 in the whole NBA. The top 8 of the Western Conference or Eastern Conference. This is the first team. The top 16 teams in the NBA. These are the traditional playoff team before they start the play-in tournament type thing. So, but remember, people that are listening, just because you're a top 8 does not guarantee your spot in the playoff. If you're in that 7 and 8 spot, you still have to play in the play-in tournament. So I want people to understand that. So this number 16 team is going to be the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm going to say this. First of all, do you know any Memphis Grizzlies fan?
No.
Okay, I know a couple. I don't know them like that, but I do know a couple that are Memphis Grizzlies fans. So shout out to them. I actually went to Memphis before, and it's a nice city. It's a small town city, not like a super big city, but it's a big city for what it is. But it's not like a city like Houston. Like I grew up in Houston. It's not like Houston, or it's not like Dallas, or it's not like Phoenix. But it's a nice size big city.
I mean,
kind of like an OKC.
You're known for something like when people say Memphis barbecue, you got to do at least doing something right.
Oh yeah. They got some banging barbecue there. So another story time with Showtime for you people. We got to keep the tradition going.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you a story about the Memphis Grizzlies, and I'm gonna leave it at this. So I talk sports with the best of them, right? In my opinion, there's a couple of people I come across that I feel like, okay, you know sports just as good as me, if not better. So I got added to this. I was doing my podcast, this podcast actually, Overshot Podcast. One of my friends listened to the podcast, and he was just like, "Hey man, I heard you on your podcast. You said you were part of a lot of different sports group me's. I'm a part of this other group me, and I think you'd be cool to join." So I said, "I mean, I don't mind talking sports. So anybody throw me in there." I got put in there, and it's a group me of like 500 people talking sports. So of course, not 500 people talking at one time. You got a consistent 30 or 40 that talk regularly. Outside of that, it's not with that much people. So I came down. I said, "Yeah, what's up, y'all? My name is such and such. I'm a Houston fan. Whatever. Boom, 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 boom." They said, "I bet." We got to talking about sports one time, and I didn't know this was a pro Ja Morant sports group me. There was a lot of people from Memphis in this group me, and a lot of people that had infatuation for Ja Morant. So I came in there one time. I said, we was talking about something, and Ja Morant name came up. I said, Ja Morant is overhyped.
Oh my.
I said Ja Morant is, and I didn't know this was like a pro Ja Morant. I just said it because that's what I felt. I wasn't saying it to have a hot take or to make people mad. I just said that. They was talking about Ja Morant. I said, yeah, I think Ja Morant overhyped. Man, why did I say that? Whole group me came down on me. What are you talking about? You don't know sports. Who is this dude? Kick him out the group me. Yada yada. I was thinking like, if you don't know me, I stand on my takes. So I wasn't about to be one to be like, "Oh, y'all right, my bad." Ja Morant is like that. I said, "Hell no, I think he overrated." Not overrated, overhyped. I said, "I think he overhyped." So if y'all want, I debate all 16 of y'all right now if y'all want to. So I'm going back and forth with all of them about this, and I want people to understand when I say he was overhyped, it was mainly off his rookie season. He's properly hyped now.
Thank you for clarifying.
He's properly hyped now. But when he came in on his rookie season, you are lying to me if you didn't watch Sports in the ESPN, House of Highlights, Bleacher Report, any of your favorite publications that post highlights, they were posting Ja Morant damn near every day. They were posting for tying his shoe. They were posting for doing sip on dunks. They were posting for doing a trick layup. Every time he did something, it was like, "Oh my God, Ja Morant! Oh my God, Ja Morant!" And I was just saying, bro, he's good. But y'all making it seem like he about to be the next Chris Paul. Y'all making it seem like he about to be the next, like, Stephen Curry. He's a decent player, and he's going to be a player to be reckoned with in the league for a long time to come. But if we being honest, he's not like that. And I said he'll never win a league MVP. How you know? You don't know the future? I said, I know I don't know the future. We in the world of predictions, and I'm gonna give him my prediction. I'm saying I feel like his level would never win the MVP, and I left it at that.
Man. Okay, now fast forward. We're a year past that. You think he's properly hyped now?
He's properly hyped now because you don't turn on Sports Center, you don't get on Twitter and people talking about how Ja Morant this cold like this. He's a nice player. He's good, and I'm glad people give him his roses. But he's not like He's not a top 10 player in the NBA right now. He's not a top 15
While
player.
I agree he's not a top 10 player, he gets his team very far every season. He does that. He puts him in position to win games. He gets into the play, and he made him playoffs this year.
I give him credit for that. I give him 100% credit for that. And I say Ja Morant is a winner. And I say Ja Morant going to be a good player in this league for a long time because he stepped into the NBA and got his team to a playoff. That first year, they barely missed the playoffs.
Barely.
Second year, he made the playoffs in the playing tournament. So he's going into his third year, and we got him making the playoffs again. So he is a baller, and he is a player that can win. You got players like Devin Booker that couldn't get his team to playoffs for 6 years. No shade at Devin Booker, but you got players, but people overhype him too. They talk about him, how he's so great. You got players like Anthony Davis that's super talented that only got his team to the playoffs twice over what 6-7 years. So Ja Morant, I give him 100% credit for that. He is a baller. He is a winner. He's somebody that you want to start your franchise with. But he's not somebody I want to be the centerpiece of my franchise to lead me to a championship because I don't think he's that good. Okay. If you tag him along with another player like, let me think. I don't want to say LeBron because that's typical. Like somebody like Luka is somebody that can win a championship, that can be a lead player on the championship team. Okay. Somebody like Luka is that's what I think of. Somebody like tagging with somebody like, but him as the lead focus, as the number one guy. And I'm gonna say this too. I don't like teams that their best player is their point guard. I'm not a fan of teams like that. I feel like the point guard, the only time that ever really worked in NBA history,
Stephen Curry.
3 times. Stephen Curry, Isaiah Thomas, and Magic Johnson. And Magic Johnson was not a typical point guard. He was like 6'10". And he had Kareem on his team who won MVP the first year he got there. So one of those championships, Magic wasn't even the best player. But Steph Curry and Isaiah Thomas, outside of that, you can't really think of a team that had, people might say, what about the Detroit Pistons with Chauncey? Chauncey was the best player, but you could have made an argument that Rasheed was the best player. Some people could have made an argument that Ben Wallace was the best player. Some people could have made an argument that Rip was like, it wasn't like clearly he's the best player. Like Steph Curry, clearly he's the best player. Clearly Isaiah Thomas was the best player. So that's why I never been a fan of teams that their best player and their overall best player is a point guard. I want teams that my best player is like a wing or a forward or a shooting guard. But yeah, man, that's just my story time on Showtime. I know they probably made a lot of people upset, and it's whatever.
You're gonna make the Grizzlies fans mad at you.
Man, I want to come work in Grizzly and cover the Memphis Grizzlies. Honestly, that's one of the teams I want to work for and cover as a beat writer. So maybe one day we can make that happen. So let's talk about some of the moves they made this offseason. Last season they went 38 and 20 on 34. They did make the playoffs, like we said. They went into the play-in tournament and they beat the Golden State Warriors.
Stephen Curry.
They beat Stephen Curry. A lot of people thought Stephen Curry came off that loss against the Lakers where he just went crazy and he almost beat the Lakers. And he went into that game with Memphis and he lost that game against Memphis. And that shocked a lot of people. So shout out to him. But when he got into the playoffs, what happened?
They got whipped.
All right, man. I'm just saying. Well, it was a sweep, wasn't it?
No, they won one.
Oh, okay. It was against Utah, right?
Utah. They got one. I believe they got one, didn't they?
I don't know. I thought the Bruins came out. We had to go back and do a little fact check about it. I thought the Bruins came out.
Fact check that.
So pieces they picked up. They picked up Karis Edwards that used to play for the Boston Celtics. Nice little piece, nice little point guard. Chris Dunn, nice little point guard. Steven Adams, they traded Jonas Valanciunas for him, and they lost Jonas. Of course, I just said that, and they lost Grayson Allen. That was another good piece. Tripping Allen, that boy, he got to control his feet. He always tripping somebody. And okay, now we to the piece where we talked about in our previous episode about Memphis, the player that they picked up from Memphis that me and you both thought was going to be a pretty good player.
Jared Culver.
There you go, Jared Culver.
They did get one win. I had fact check for us. They got one win.
They got one win?
Got one.
Okay, now Jared Culver. Now he's over there. So how do you feel Jared Culver can fit in on it? Do you think he can make that starting lineup or he can just be a key piece off the bench?
Probably off the starting lineup, but he could be a key piece off the bench for sure. They have a team where he can possibly do good. I mean, they're young. A lot of young players on that team. Dylan Brooks is young. Desmond Bane is young. Kyle Anderson's solid for his age. Like, they have good players around on the wing position, so they can really do good. They even drafted another wing than Zaire Williams this year, which is actually a big question mark pick. We'll talk about that soon. I think Jarrett Culver can really work hard, earn some minutes, and he can probably rejuvenate some of his career he's lost over here. So this is actually a good place for him.
Do you think he could be a good 6-man for that team?
Yeah, yeah, he could be a good 6-man. I mean, they need something like that. He's versatile. He can do different things on the basketball court, pass the ball. He can rebound, play defense. He can score. So
I honestly think they can go small, move Adams to the bench, start Jared Jackson at the 5, move Kyle to the 4, and start Cove at the 3.
They can do that.
Yeah, I think they can run it like that.
You know, they're known for a grindhouse team, so you have to go to Memphis and be able to play hard.
Oh yeah, that Memphis team back in the day when they had Zach, Marcus Saul, Mike Conley, Tony Allen. Ooh,
Rudy.
Them was some teams, boy.
Yeah, that was a good team. It's fun to watch. They played hard every night.
Every night. Remember they beat San Antonio in the first round one year. Shocked the world.
They did.
It was one year I thought they was about to make it to the NBA Finals. It was the year that Westbrook got hurt. And I said, man, who gonna stop Memphis Grit? They ended up losing, but I thought I was like, dog, Memphis is really about to go to the NBA Finals?
They were fun to watch. You want to see tough, gritty basketball, you watch Memphis basketball.
Yeah, man. So we kind of already talked about the who they draft. You already mentioned that, and we talked about the start lineup. Just I want to talk about their expiring contracts. So Jackson, they drafted him 4th overall.
Yeah.
In 2018. That's my draft class. He
hasn't got an extension yet, though.
Yeah, I was just about to say that he's extension eligible though.
Yeah, he is.
A couple of players from that draft class already got paid. So like Luka got paid, Trey got paid, Michael Porter Jr. got paid, and there's one more that got paid. I can't think of who. Oh, DeAndre got paid? Yeah, no.
No, it's Gilgeous Alexander.
Yes, SGA got paid. DeAndre hasn't got paid yet. So Jarrett's he's there to get paid, but there may be some trepidations when paying him only because his injuries. Yeah, man, he can't stay healthy, man. He's good. When they drafted him, I was kind of shocked, honestly. But he proved to be a really good player so far in his career.
Good. He's not a really good rebounder for his size, but he's a good player.
He is a good player. He kind of surprised. I didn't expect him to be that good. Yeah, he's really that second best player on their team as far as right behind Ja. When everything is right. So especially seeing how good they were without him all season, adding him back if he is who he was before, they can really be a nice playoff team this upcoming season. That's why we got them finishing 8th in the Western Conference right now.
They're still young. They need time, but yeah, 8th is a good place for them.
Oh yeah, I mean everybody got to wait their turn. Everybody got to wait their turn. Even Donovan Mitchell, who walked into the NBA and got right into the playoff. He's still waiting his turn. Like everybody gotta wait their turn. Like I say that about every player in the NBA. It's rarely that you get a player that walk into the NBA and go straight to the championship like Kobe or like Magic Johnson. Usually a player got to come in and you got to take your lumps, you got to take your bumps, you got to lose in the first round, you got to miss the playoffs, you got to have a bad season. You just gotta wait. That's waiting your turn. That's what I mean by that. So nobody really come in and have instant success like Magic Johnson or instant success like Kobe Bryant. It's rare that you
future in front of them too. They're young and they're already talented, so they have a really bright future.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So
hopefully Zaire pans out. That was kind of an early spot.
How you feel about him? Honestly, you the draft guru on the show. How you feel about him?
He's good. I mean, he played with LeBron's son, which is kind of crazy. Now LeBron's playing with his son's teammate in the NBA, but he's good. He's really, really talented. He just didn't play up to potential in college. That's the problem. So that's why he was kind of a shock to be drafted at 10 when other players were available they could have got. But I think that his role may not be that biggest this year, but if he works hard and he could probably crack the rotation. I wouldn't anticipate seeing major role from him this season.
Yeah, same. I agree there. And they have a lot of player that we didn't break up. He's pretty talented. He's not like super talented, but he's a nice piece. Brandon Clark.
That's another good player. He actually played really well with Jackson being out last season too. So
really good. Had him on my fantasy team, so I know for sure.
Look at that.
They got a second-year head coach in Taylor Jenkins. So
he did good for them though. He's been doing good.
He did. He could only get better. Memphis does a good job at finding coaches. I will say that.
The Cavaliers coach right now is one of the Memphis Grizzlies' former coach. So
who?
JB Bickerstaff.
Oh yeah, Bickerstaff. Okay, yeah. So yeah, man, that's that team. One thing I want to talk about is Ja Morant's contract is coming up. I'm not sure if they're gonna plan on re-signing him early now, but when I say coming up, I mean he's extension eligible, so he can sign a contract extension at the end of this season or before the next season begin. I'm pretty sure
give him that paper and say, here's a max contract, sign it. We'll take care of
they
you.
go pull up at his house.
Yeah, he is getting a max contract.
Man, what if they smart? They better give him the max as soon as they can give it to him. As soon as he agrees to it, give
Day
him
one. Go
the
pay.
max.
Lock that up.
Lock him up. So that's pretty much it about the Memphis Grizzlies. Did you have anything else you want to add before I ask you a question?
Nope. All you.
Can Ja Morant be an all-star this season?
Yes.
Come on, man.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. What the yes? Yeah,
Stephen Curry.
Last year.
Stephen Curry.
Okay, go ahead.
Donovan Mitchell.
Injuries are if someone gets injured, hey, you never know.
No, I'm talking about can he get in on his own will, on his own talent, not because he's an injury reserve.
He can get in.
Devin Booker, that's 3.
Yep.
Russell Westbrook is out west now.
Yep.
De'Aaron Fox, that's 5.
Hey, Ja can do it.
Chris Paul,
he can do it. He can do it.
Klay Thompson is coming back.
He won't be also eligible. He comes back too late.
Man,
you do it.
Man, that's 8.
Do it. Look, get him to a 22 and 8.5 with about 5 rebounds average. He's making the All-Star game.
Luka's
a lock to start every season going forward, though. That's a guarantee.
SGA.
Hey, listen, I'm still saying
Damian Lillard.
He could do it. He could do it. He could do it. Ja, I believe in you. If you're listening, I believe in you. Please prove it to him you could do it.
Man, I'm a fan of Ja. I don't want people to think I'm not.
You're not. No, I'm not playing.
No. The thing about it is, people think I don't be fan of certain players because I like to bring the noise down to the proper way. So people be like, "Oh, he's the next best thing since sliced bread. Oh, she's the best thing since sliced bread. Oh," and I'd like to be like, I look at it and analyze it for myself. I'd be like, he all right. Oh, she all right. She not all that. Like, she not all that. If I see somebody like that, I'm quick to give them their praise. Like Luka. I can't say nothing about Luka. Luka, he that man.
I'm looking forward to our Dallas Mavericks episode just so we can talk about Luka.
Oh man, Larry Bird Jr. So that's it for us, man. The next team, it's gonna be an Eastern Conference team, ladies and gentlemen. So you have to stay tuned for that. And one hint I would give you, I mentioned this team in the past episode, so we'll see if y'all been paying attention. I said if LaMelo Ball went to this team, he would be the biggest star in the world. Have you been listening? You tell me. Thank y'all for listening, man. Stay tuned for the next episode. Peace.